This fucking.
Welcome to another Morning with George. Morning coffee with George. Whew. Is this thing on? I turned off all of my microphone processing things because it makes my voice sound deeper and whatnot, but it also creates this weird, every time my voice starts up, you hear the whook, 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 and I wasn't a fan of that. Here, I'll show you what that sounds like. I'll turn the processing on right now. So it made everything much quieter and it made my voice deeper. Not like, hey, what's up, guys? Deep, but actually, I like this better. When there's music behind me, it's fine, but when there's not music behind me, it's a little bit offsetting. Here, it's off again. So you can hear everything in the room right now. This is my real voice, guys. This is my processed voice in 3, 2, 1. There we go. The processed voice. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Isn't that sweet and special? So it is it Saturday already? It is Saturday, August 30th. Yeah. I did accomplish some things today. I'm trying to have a media blackout, so I have not looked at any TikToks today. Not even the one I uploaded. I looked at that in the editor. But I have not looked at any external stuff. And my friends have been pushing it like it's a drug. Yo, bro, you just gotta try this one, man. Just this one today, bro. No, I can't. Now, I have been cheating a little bit. I've been looking at Reddit. But one thing that I found is very effective is not to eat at home. So today when I've left the house to go get food, I stayed out and I ate. I will be playing StarCraft later, though, over on the George Trombley channel, if you'd like to come check that out. Me and my friend Violet. We suck. But if you like those sort of things, you should come check it out. Remember that, for those of you guys that watch StarCraft, remember that channel that had the When Cheese Fails? I wonder if that's still a thing. When Cheese Fails StarCraft. That was actually a fun channel for me to watch. Let's see if they still make stuff. Life's a Glitch TV is what that was. This is now 6 years old. Let's see what they've done. Oh, their channel hasn't really grown as much as I thought it might. Will Cheese Fail? This is from 4 months ago. Okay, well, they're still... Hey, right here. Double Cheese StarCraft right here. Look at that. I'm going to have to watch that later. So good, they're still making it. I mean, I feel like those are really fun to watch. Gives you ideas for what you can do to fail when you play as well. Oops, I meant to go to that tab and go to here so we can get some music coming up after. You know what I could do today? I could finish my learning Japanese song, because I am in a singy mood. I'm in a very singy mood today. I sang in the shower just a moment ago. You should have heard me. Okay, I'm trying to nail that note in She's Just 17. So it goes, how's it go? Well, my heart stood still. Wait, how's it go? Wait, okay, let's start. It goes, well, she was just 17, and you know what I mean. And before too long, I fell in love with her. And I'll never dance with another. Ooh, when I saw her standing there. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to nail. Sometimes I just kind of reflect. It's just me in this room. Now there are virtual there's a virtual person watching. It might even be myself. I'm not sure how that works. Maybe I'm the sole viewer, but I'm here in my bedroom talking to myself. And I've dedicated my shows like this to an hour. So we'll see. No, I'm sorry, an hour and a half. Maybe we can get Violet to come on. Maybe not, because Violet's going to be talking with me on the other channel. I don't know if she cares enough. So, despite my greatest efforts, or zero greatest efforts, I have not yet taken down my Ally McBeal seasons. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. Before I go, definitely, I want to make sure I have that. I'm going to binge watch that. I think there's like 20 some episodes. No, these are full frame. Okay, no. Season 1 is full frame. From season 2, it goes to widescreen. Okay, that's good. I want it. I don't like full screen. Okay, full screen is that oldie timey. But maybe that was like how it worked back in the day. Yeah, there's 23 episodes. 23, 23, 21. So that's 46, 67, 80. No, that's 90. 112. 112 episodes. That's a pretty good haul for like the $10 that I probably spent on that. But I've been talking about that for days. I'm looking forward to using this in Korea, in Japan. It's my new microphone setup. We'll see if it works. I don't think it works for like live stuff. If it does, I might not bring my mic, which I normally bring. I don't know. I'm debating it. Is it really worth it? Good morning. Thank you. No, Violet, when you say it, you have to say good morning with quotes. That's how it works. Good morning. Good morning with quotes. Oh man, what can we do today? I did see something. Look, I'm going to take a risk and I'm going to do something really risky. I saw something in my email from Quora that is a little bit appropriate. I'm sorry, a little bit inappropriate. Give me a second. I'm going to close all this other stuff down. Wait a minute. Oh shoot, did I close down the thing I wanted to look at? I did. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this was interesting to me. I don't know, I just got a little bit curious at this. Okay, it's actually I misread it. I thought it was not Y but R, but it's なぜ日本人の女性の胸は小さいのですか? How come Japanese women's breasts are small? That's a question apparently by a guy named Juan. かつて下着屋ので女性のお胸を what is that? 計測? I'm not exactly sure. It's he measured, but I don't know how to read it. This is hakaru. Okay, let's see. 計測. Okay, I guessed it right. 計測しまくっていった私のis this 見解でよろしければ Kenkai is observation. Okay, point of view actually. Okay, not observation. So he was a former. He worked at a. He's a former. He or she is a former person who worked at a. What do they call them? Underwear shops? Like what? Lingerie shop? Probably lingerie shop. And measured Japanese or not sorry women's breast quite a bit. If you're okay with my opinion. 日本人女性の胸が控えめなのにはいくつかの理由があります。There's many reasons why Japanese chests are on the light side. 控えめ, I believe, just means light. Conservative, humble, mild-mannered, self-effacing, unassuming, well-behaved, low-key, small quantities, guys. There's not a lot of them. まず、日本人女性にあまり下着屋できちんと胸を What did I read that as before? 計測したことがない人がかなりいます。So first of all, there's quite a bunch of people that are Japanese women that have not had their chest properly measured at a lingerie shop. Okay? ですから、therefore, ご本人が B カップぐらいかなと思って they think, maybe I'm about B cup. 無理やり B カップをつけているので because they are putting on a B cup forcefully. What's a better word for 無理やり? It's forcefully, but like they're. Yeah, I'm gonna go forcefully. Yeah, by force. 自己申告が B になる。自己申告 is self-reporting, self-assessment. 自己申告 they are B based on that. ということがありえます。That is a possibility. 大体は、大体 why am I saying 大体大体は、計測後、after measurements に、what is this? 情報上、修正上 hang on 情報 I'm gonna say 情報 upper that can't be 情報 that would be weird. Okay, let's look it up. 情報 is like upper side. 上側 no 上 I don't know. 情報修正 upward adjustment. ことが多いので there's many upward adjustments after getting properly measured. 自信がない、あんまりお胸についても謙虚になる傾向があるのかもしれません。So, not having any, wait, my mouse didn't move here. Not having confidence, and there being, 謙虚 is humble, I believe. Humble about their boobs, about their chest. There is that trend, perhaps. Let's double check these words. 謙虚. 謙虚, modest, humble. And what was the other word I was going to look up? 傾向, trend. Good. All right. ちなみに, in addition, アンダーバスト. Oh, that's a word I don't think I've ever heard in Japanese. アンダーバストについても, in regards to the underbust as well. I'm not sure what that means. Underbust, I don't know what that means. I'm sure Violet can tell me. についても, and what is this? What is this? Excessively small, excessively limited reports. Let's say it's 過少申告 underreporting. Okay. が多いので事実です。多いのもごめんなさい、事実です。It's also a reality that there's a lot of underreporting in regards to underbreasts. 日本人女性はお胸周りの脂肪がとっても柔らかいのでI'm sorry, excuse me, I have experience and this is an absolutely true statement. Japanese women's underneath the fat around their breast area is very soft. Therefore, 小さめの下着でも着られてしまう方が多いです。They can get away with wearing underwear that are on the smaller side. 実際 in reality きちんとI have to keep reading this every time in my head. 計測したら 70B ではなく 75E だったということもありました。There has been the case of when in reality, when properly getting measured, a 70B became a 75E. 70と75っていうのはアンダーバストのサイズ。The 70 and 75 is the underbust size. アルファベットがご存知の通りカップのサイズです。And as you know, the alphabet part is the cup size. Yeah, a B to an E. Okay. 第2に secondarily 日本人女性はあんまり姿勢が良くないです。Japanese girls' posture not really good. 姿勢 posture. Okay, let's see if I know my pitch accent. 姿勢 is that a atamadaka? It goes so it's a square coming down. 姿勢 that's my guess. Please be that. Ah, it was the exact opposite. 姿勢 damn it. が良くないです。猫背だと and when you have cat posture, so 猫背 means cat back. It's like when you're what is that called? What is that? I know what it is. What's the English word? Is slumped over? When you're slumped over? 胸が小さく見えます。Your breast looks small. Okay. 猫背 No. If it was 姿勢猫背 I'm gonna guess again. Tamadaka going top to down. Here we go. I don't know pitch accent at all. Okay, it's nakadaka. 猫背だと胸が小さく見えます。第3に and tertiarily 日本人女性はお胸の上鎖骨 my favorite bone. This is I know you don't know this, but I have a favorite bone, and it is this bone right here, the 鎖骨. What is that in English? Clavicle. 鎖骨. Nihonjin, I'm so happy. Like any other bone would have come up, I wouldn't be able to read it. Now, here's assuming that I was right. Clavicle. Tertiarily, Japanese, on top of the Japanese woman's breast, the clavicle, the top of the Japanese breast, no, the top of the Japanese breast, right around just below the clavicles, decollete と言います. It's called decollete. I'm not sure what that is. が痩せている人が多いです. There's a lot of people are thin there. This part, like right here, I'm guessing. That makes sense. Like no, that's like a muscle area, but ここが痩せていると, if this part right here is thin, 胸が大きくても even if your breasts are big, それほど巨乳に見えません. They won't look like big breasts. 巨乳. I'm gonna guess omidaka. End goes high. Okay, it doesn't say it. 巨乳. What does that mean? Does that mean it's heiban? I don't know. 巨乳. Okay. 第2と第3の理由は the secondary and tertiary reasons are 小さめの下着に胸が収まる原因にもなっています is the reason why the breasts can fit inside of a relatively small bra. 第4の理由は the fourth reason Japanese women's breasts are small is 下着の付け方が間違っている人が多いです. Many people have put their bra on wrong. 正しい付け方をすると if they do the proper attachment, the proper wearing of, ほとんどの日本人女性ならほぼ1カップぐらいのサイズは大きくなると思います. The majority of Japanese women would have about approximately a 1 cup bigger size breast. というわけですので, that being the case, 日本人女性のお胸が小さいという印象はこういう原因によるものなのかなと思います. That being the case, I believe that this is why it appears that there's an apparent, the impression is that Japanese women's breasts are small. Now, additionally, 昔と比べて各社のカップサイズは小さくなっております. Oh, is that true? 昔と比べて when comparing to the past, each of the companies' cup sizes has gotten smaller. つまり昭和の日本人女性で C カップだった人は people who were C cup during the Showa era, which is oh god, that's 3 eras back now. When did that end? When did that end? That ended like 40 years ago. It ended, I think, when I was in Japan and I was in high school. That's how long ago that ended. But so anyway, when Japanese girls in the Showa era, if they were C cup, 今のサイズなら D と E の可能性があります. They might be D or an E. What? Oh, I see. So D and E used to be bigger, but now they're smaller, and what they used to call a C is now a D or an E. それにもかかわらず、日本人女性のお胸は控えめに見えるのは、私が捧げた offered? I think 捧げる offer? I learned that in a video game. Enumerated. Is the word offer not in here anywhere? All right. Enumerated. Offered up is what I was thinking. 理由によるものです. And no, in no relation to that, Japanese breasts, the reason why Japanese girls' breasts look smaller is the reasons that I gave above. That has quite a few views. Let's see answers. Okay, this guy already gave an answer, but I will say this: my wife. Never mind. We don't need to talk about my wife's breasts. All right, what do we got? Wait, where's the responses? Oh, here we go. I don't want to comment. Okay. Actually, I think okay. Bra でかなりサイズが違いますし also depending on the bra, the sizes are quite different. つけるブラで胸の大きさ、見た目変わりますよね. Depending on the bra that you have on, the size of your breast, the appearance at least, is different, doesn't it? Is different, isn't it? そうなんですよね. That's true. かなり前に、from quite a while back, C カップに見えるブラと、とかいう商品が、あったくらいですし there used to be a bra quite a while back called the bra that looks like a C cup, I guess. 白人女性のお胸を触ったことがあるのですが、I have touched a white woman's breast before, and、脂肪なのに、筋肉みたいに硬いのでびっくりしてました。Even though it was a fat, it was hard like a muscle, and it was surprising. また、also、それと別に日本人女性の、太っ腹 Is that 太っ腹 fat gut? 太っ腹 generous, big-hearted, big-bellied. Okay, there it is. Literally big-bellied. Okay. で、人、のお腹を触ったら硬いので。And also, separately from that, Japanese women who have big bellies, when you touch them, they're also hard. これまたびっくりしました。I also was surprised at this. 脂肪にも種類があるんですね。It seems that there is also different types of fat. 日本人でももちろん固めのお胸の人もいらっしゃるのですが、傾向として、ふやふやした質感の人が多いです。Of course, amongst Japanese people, there are people have breasts that are on the harder side. However, trend-wise, they're a 質感. Let me feel this out. 質 is quality, kan is feeling. What's composition? No. Anyway, they feel soft. Go oides. There's many of those people. Let's do it. Shitsukan. Shitsukan, I think is how that's read. Shitsukan. Feel. The feel, okay, of the texture. Shitsukan. I'm so used to saying shokkan, which means the texture of food. What's that? 実は内容物内容物よりも more than the internal parts. I don't know if that's read 内容物 or not. What's inside? よりも肌の質という特性もあるのかと思っています。More than what's inside, I think we're talking about, wait, did I miss something down here? I don't know what that is. よりも肌の質, it's the quality of the skin. The 特性 is like a feature. I believe there's also that. So what is this? 内容物, the internal ingredients, the internal thing. 内容物 was right. Contents. よりも、質の特性 is characteristic. Yeah. Okay. I'm enjoying this conversation. お胸という表現に愛があって素敵です。So they added O in front of mune. I guess Juan was adding O to give it that kind of respectful sound, right? The expression omune has love in it, and it's wonderful. ありがとうございます。Thank you. やっぱり小さくても女性にとってはとっても大切なパーツだと思うので、お胸っていうようにしていました。Yes, because even if they are small, for women they are a very important part, I believe. So I called it お胸。もうちょっと大きくなりたかったな。I did want to be a bit bigger. 姿勢気をつけよう。Let me worry about my posture a bit more. 私もです。Me too. ボーイッシュな胸をしていますので、because I have a boyish chest. いや、実際遺伝子的に低いわ。Okay, interesting. In reality, how would I say 遺伝子的? 遺伝 is genetics. Genetically speaking, they are low. I don't know what that means. Low, do they call breasts low? 低いわ。Or are we talking about something else? 南アフリカの姉ちゃんはすげえよ。The South African women, they're amazing. 遺伝子的 gene-wise. Gene-wise, okay, let's do this whole thing. In reality, gene-wise, it's low. I don't know why low would be the right word here. It's kind of a weird genetically low. I don't know what's genetically low. あくまでも at a minimum 下着への店員目線ですので at a minimum it's the lingerie shop's it's what they look, it's the eye of the shop, the person that works at the shop. Perspective 目線, there we go, it's a better word.
あくまで下着屋の店員目線ですので
目線ですので コメントを削除されました。コメントが削除されました。Comment was deleted. TPO. Oh man, I guess they're still saying TPO. If you ever see TPO, it means time, place, and occasion. さえきちんとしていれば好きなものを着たら良いと思います。I think if you properly think about the time, place, and occasion, you can wear whatever you like. TPO. Let's see if Google can translate TPO. Nope. TPO.
TPO
TPO.
TPO
All right, that's pretty good. That was a fun one. Wait, larger cup? How? That's not how it works. Well, I think what happened was that they resized the cups. So what they used to call C was like this, and then they wanted girls to feel good about themselves, and so they made them like we did it with other sizes too. What used to be like an extra large is now probably a large. OG says, quick question, new to Japanese. Could you explain why some vowels are devoiced, like des? Oh, why are they devoiced? I don't know why they are devoiced. They just are. Des. But it doesn't mean that des is always devoiced, because you'll hear people say, so nan desu. Yes, that's the case. And it's got a little bit of an attitude, right? In that case, not always, but in the example that I just gave. So typically verbs that have the SU at the end are always devoiced. So like, for example, arimasu instead of arimasu. It doesn't mean they have to be, but most of the time they are. It's just how language has evolved. There's a lot of things in English, for example, like I saw this one the other day, the word like knight, like the knights of the round table, like knight, K-N-I-G-H-T, that used to be read knigget, apparently. But over time it became night. So it's like, well, why is it night? Who really knows? Just a grammar rule, or more of a grammar rule, or is it a phonetic reduction that happened over time? You're speaking very technical, but I would say that's probably what it is. A phonetic reduction over time. It's just that the language has evolved that way. Like Americans going from, I'm going to I'm gonna go to Amago. I don't say Ama, but I don't say Ama like that, but yeah. Gioni, long time no see. Yeah, maybe I should do topics like that. I feel like those are a little bit fun. That was actually very educational. That was an extremely educational thing. Now I'm curious what else Juan has posted. Maybe I want to follow Juan, you know? I don't think, I think Juan's obviously a girl, right? I'm not exactly sure. Yep, Joe say this. Ooh, what's that word? Yago? So Juan wa Yago. Yago must mean like pen name or something like that. I've never seen this word before, and I thought there was another name for pen name. So this Yago? Name of store. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Trade, oh no, trade name. Trade name. Stage name. There. Okay, pen name. That's what I was saying. Let me see. I thought there was another name for pen name. But I don't remember. Like Game or something like that. Pen name. Kame. What did I say? Game? Game. Is that a thing? Stage name. Okay. That's what I knew. Good old Japanese, 900 ways to say the same thing. You to watch a 5-minute video on it, Fluent in 5. Maybe I should cut that out and put that up as a topic on Japanese from Zero, but I don't know if it's a good idea. I should cut out little. Oh man, I should cut it out maybe. Hi George, do you have any site recommendations for reading Japanese news for beginners? Dapper Jazz asks. I don't actually. Well, okay. I'll show you what I use, and then we'll do a couple news items. Okay. I'm not a fan of like simplified stuff. I want to read the real native stuff. So in my daily folder, I do have things that I was doing. For example, Yahoo Japan has a good summary of news. If you go up in here, you've got main, economics, entertainment, sports, country, like domestic stuff, international, IT, science, and regional. So let's go to, this is mostly going to end up being politics. Let's see what politics have. Okay, here we go. Here we go, guys. If you don't know this, Japan is going through its own Trump moment right now with their Nihonjin Fasto, Japanese people first. They're going through their anti-foreigner phase as well. 子供への日本人ファースト影響 the effect of Japanese people first on children. 夏休み明け opening of summer vacation. Was that 教員に what is that? 懸念広がる. I think that's kennen, but I can't remember what that was translated as. Let's see. By the way, I'm using something called 1010. So I have it set to where if I hit Alt key and I'm hovering over a word, it'll look it up in its dictionary. Kennen, sorry, worry, fear. Hirogaru. Fears are spreading amongst teaching staff at the opening of summer vacation about the results or the effects of Japan first on children. And we can select this whole thing. And I have Google Translate also set up. You can set it up to automatically translate anything that you hover over, but I'd like to give myself the option that I like to think about it first, see if I get it right, and then check it on Google Translate. You can also get DeepL, but I find DeepL is a little bit flawed. The impact of Japanese first on children, concerns growing amongst teachers as summer break. Oh, as it ends, my bad. Ake. Akeru for me always feels like opening, but it is, yeah, it's ake. My bad. That is a mistake that I have in my head that I probably need to fix as summer break ends. Well, let's look a little bit in this. Let's go ahead and read this particular. This is Yahoo News, which is my trusted news source, guys. 間もなく夏休みが終わり Momentarily, summer vacation will end. 学校が始まる地域が多いが There are many regions where school is getting ready to start. However, 教員の間で amongst the teachers 日本人ファーストという言葉が子供たちに与える影響を What is that? 巡り I forgot what that translates to. Meguri. Meguru is like to go around, I thought, but okay, circulating. The effects that the Japanese people first, the word, how that will affect Japanese people, and 懸念が広がっている. Worries are spreading. Here we go. Jump down into the article a little bit. Why won't it go down? Nani? Why can I not go down? Wait, I don't understand what's happening. I can zoom in, but I can't scroll. What the heck? Nani the heck? I guess they don't want me to zoom in and scroll. Like what? How do I? Hang on. Let me hit refresh on this page. There might be something didn't load or something. There we go. Okay. 7月の参院選 I'm not sure what that means を通して広がったこの言葉は参院選 sen I'm sure is some sort of like selection. It means selection, but I think it means primaries maybe. 参院選 let's see. House of Councilors election. 参院選 yeah, this is just a word I've never seen before. So the July House of Councilors election を通して広がったこの言葉 this word that's that spread during the House of Councilors election 子供たちにどんな影響を与える可能性があるのだろうか What sort of effect will this have on children また学校や教育コーチではどんな対応が求められるのか What sort of handling will be expected of the what is that 行政 Gyoji? I don't know. This is education something. 行政 government administration 行政 what will be expected of them 夏休み明け不安 end of summer vacation worries 登校が what is that 各配 expansion 投稿 is postings 拡散散らばる yeah 散らばる spreading alright 日本人ファーストは6月参政党 is that 参政党 no what was it 参政党 I think is what that's their conservative party yeah 参政党が 参院選の公約のキャッチコピーとして、is that, I've seen this. 捧げた? No. What is that? Give me a second. What is this? What is this? Sasage. I want to say sasage. That was my first thought. Kaka. I knew it was something repeating. Kakageru. Put up. So it became their catch copy for their House of Councilors, or the upper house elections of the Sanseido Party, Japanese people first, in June. 選挙で操り開始 manipulative response? Oh, kurikai. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Kurikaishi. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was a mistake. Let me show you what I think happened. I think maybe Ayatsuru is similar looking in my brain somehow. I always like to research why I made that mistake. I don't consider it a personal, like, a fault that I made that mistake. I just think there's something in my brain that saw it that way. Like, I'm dealing with, there's a lot of information you got to deal with. Yeah, you see it. This happens a lot. This is the problem with kanji. If you don't really pay attention to, so if we do ayatsuri, which is manipulation. I should have known kurikaishi though, for to be fair. But this has ito hen, which is the thread radical, and this has, I can't remember what this is called. Not ten. It's like to hold. I think it's a form of hand, but it's and actually we can look that up. If you go here and you type the word you type the kanji and you type nari dachi. Wait, yeah, or is it nari tachi maybe? And yeah, this website right here, Okijitang, it'll show you where it comes from. I had another website that I used to go to. Tehen, yeah, it is Tehen. So it is hand. And then this second part is what? What was the second part? There was another website I used to go to for research. Give me a second. Where is it? Ono Yongu, which means language research, Japanese. Was it this one? Kanji Jiten Online. Maybe. I think this is it. Yatsuru. What is the second part? So we've got, the reading is so, or ayatsuru. How did I used to look at this? Here's the older version of it. What's the second half of it? Oh, here we go. What is this? I guess this is everything that has that kanji in it. Let's just look at this raw and see what it means by itself. Sawagu, to go crazy. Tori ga, was that gungari? Naku. I think that means to, all of the birds cry together as a flock.
鳥が群がり鳴く
Of course, they don't say naku, so, but that means to cry, to chirp. Yakamashi, loud. Urusai, loud. So it's, the hand is loud, interesting, apparently, is to manipulate somebody. But this is kurikaesu, which is like, I'm guessing, what is that, to return or something like that? Repeat over and over again. Oh, kaisu is the return part. Sorry. All right, so that's how I made that mistake. Maybe I won't forget that again now that I've looked it up. And kurikaishi. Now this I don't know. Gen yobi. I think this is like they chant. This probably means chant. I'm guessing this means chant. Let's see. But I don't know how to read it. Gen. I'm gonna go gen yobi, koto yobi, something. Genkyu. Illusion. Oh, never mind. Wow. Okay, I've never seen that before. Genkyu. Let's look it up. Let's see if we get anything out of this. This is yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oyobi. Genkyu, reference, allusion. Alluded to refer to mention. Oyobu becomes Genkyu. Obviously, news is going to be way more complicated than real life. I've never heard this word before in my life. I don't think. This is what? Yukensha? People having rights, I'm guessing. Yukensha. Electorate. Holder of right. I just guessed based on the kanji what that meant. I've never seen that word either. And no 間にも広がっていた. It also spread amongst the voters. 毎日新聞が7月に実有した世論調査によると according to a public poll performed by the Everyday newspaper in July, 参院選でsomething した参政党について I feel like I've seen this paper. Something she I'm gonna say I don't think this is the case, but let's say it's Yoshin. Yakushin. Make rapid progress, Yakushin. See, this looks like it's not it, but I was just taking a guess. There's Yobi. See that it's another thing where the first radical's different, right? So this is used for days of the week. This though, I've never seen this before. Desperate, frantic, excited, worked up. Is it yaki? So it's leap, dance, or skip. Odoru. Is that odoru? Is that odoru? No, see, that's odoru. This must be an old way to read odoru. Yeah, there's probably another. Yep, never seen that version of it. All right. Where were we? Yakushin shita. Yeah, so they advanced is what they were saying, right? They made a lot of progress, this far right group, right? And 期待できる, they can be expected. We have high expectations of them. と答えたのは 19% で, it was 19% that responded. 理由として主に捧げられたのが日本人ファーストだったと. And the reason that they gave to why they had high expectations of this group was because of the Japanese first platform that they had. All right, I feel like really were they really thinking about the children, or they just want to slam down the Japanese first thing? I don't know. I do not know what they're doing here. I think the problem is no matter what side you are on the political side, whether you're on the right or on the left, even Japan itself has news sources that are slanted one way or the other. So I look at this article and I'm not seeing in the very beginning they're talking that much about children. So was it really about children, or were they just trying to make people read their thing? You want Japan to be above the fray politically, but they're not. They have just as idiotic politicians that should know better to say the things that they're saying. Like I remember I did this. When was this? I did a video called the best Japanese news show ever, or something like that. And I was reporting on something like, I think 6-7 years ago. Let me see if I could find it. Cause this is Morning Coffee with George. I don't think it's on the channel anymore on Japanese from Zero. But I think I have to go into the back end and look for it. Give me a second. Let's see. The best. Nope. Nope. Okay. Let me look up the word news. Not seeing it. All right, give me a second. I know I'm not showing you the screen yet. Give me a second. I'm gonna go into the studio here. I'll look it up. It's like the best TBJ, something like that. The best news. Where is it? Did I completely get rid of this? Did I delete it? Best. Let me look at the word best. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look at it on my drive here. Give me a second. I have over 500 terabytes of stuff on network now, on network attached storage units, etc. Where is that thing? Win catalog. Okay. Close this down. I can't remember what it was called. I gave it some really long name, like TBJ, something like that. TBJ LSE. There it is. I found it. Give me a second. Episode 1. Let's see if this was it. Give Give me a second. Okay. All right. Let's see if this is it. This is 2014.
Hello, welcome to the best Japanese learning show ever. I'm the host, the best host ever, George Trombley from JapaneseFromZero.com. Today we're going to talk about a few topics related to Japanese, and you might actually learn some Japanese. The first topic is sort of a social commentary, but I want you to be warned because this sort of thing will affect your Japanese learning. It is this. Boom. I said it. Japanese suck at Japanese. He's in something like that. As a
Okay, so it's not episode 1.
Hello.
It's not episode 1. I didn't want to watch that whole thing. Oh, here it is. Sexist eruptions. Here it is.
Hello and welcome to the best Japanese learning show ever. I'm your host, George Trombley, the best host ever. Let's talk about a couple things. The first one being...
By the way, I made this when I was really frustrated why my channel wasn't growing big. And I was like, I'm just going to go out and be completely over the top from my perspective on the Japanese from Zero channel. And I made this show being, I'm the best, so screw you.
The Japanese government is completely sexist. This is news from about 2 days ago. Let me give...
So we're talking 10 years ago that this came. So this is just proof to you that even before Trump was president, Japan also had their stupid politicians.
Give you a little bit of backstory. Japanese has a little bit of a problem. The entire country has a problem, and the problem involves this word right here, jinko, jinko. There's another word that has the exact same sound, jinko, but that means man-made, and this kanji is different. These two kanjis are literally person and mouth, and that means population. It seems that the population of Japan is dropping, and I heard estimates that by 2035 there will only be 80 million Japanese people, whereas there are about 125 million right now. So what's the problem? Japanese people are not getting pregnant. Ninshin shite inai. Why? Because they're not having sex, they're not even getting married. Ninshin, to be pregnant, is ninshin suru. Okay, let's talk about birth. This is another problem. They have a low birth rate in Japan. Birth in Japan is shussan. Shussan, and that means birth, but birth rate is shussan ritsu. Shussan ritsu. Now here's the problem. This is the problem that just came up in the news about 2 days ago. Is this lady right here, Shiomura Ayaka. She is a member of the, I believe it's called the Your Party. The Your Party. They're the opposition party right now in Japan. And she was at, and you know, I realized this, again, I almost forgot that I put these pictures in. She's really pretty. Look at how pretty she is. She's like 36 years old. Matter of fact, she's so pretty that I went and did research on more photos. I want to see exactly how pretty she is. This came up on her Google Plus page. Here she is eating some wata ame, cotton candy, wata ame. Look at that. She's so cute, and I'm feeling just a little bit sexist right now, but she's cute. Look at this. Come on, wouldn't you vote for her? Wouldn't you just, I mean, it's sexist, but wouldn't you vote for her? Matter of fact, when I saw this other picture, I thought perhaps there's a famous Japanese porn actress with the exact same name because that, hontoni kirei. She's really
It was a different era, guys. It was 10 years ago. It was a much different era.
pretty. Okay, now back to the whole controversy. Okay, the controversy is Japanese are not having babies, and Japan is scrambling to get people to have babies. Okay, give the women that don't have babies or that have babies, they give them a lot of money. The government gives them money. Insurance companies give them money. They get a lot of benefits, but apparently it's not enough. So there was a meeting in front of the Kokkai Gijido or the Togikai. I don't remember where it was. One of the parliamentary things, probably in main Tokyo. And this is the basic. Here's the report from the Twitter of Mrs. Shiomura, the cutest ever legislator in Japan. Anyway, sorry, back to what we were talking about. So this is the entire thing. Let's look at some of the words and let's talk about what happened. First word you need to know is when she was giving her impassionate speech, I guess. I don't know if it was even her, it might have been someone else, but she's the one that tweeted about the problem. There was a thing that happened, yaji, a word I did not know until this tweet. Yaji, it means a jeer or a heckle. The person that was asking to get more benefits for women having babies out of wedlock, I believe is what they were doing. They were jeered. Here's the things that, by the way, not normal everyday people, But people in the actual party that's in control of Japan right now said these two things at least. I don't know if there was more, but check this out. As she's speaking, they say to her, "Omae ga kekkon shiro." "Omae ga kekkon shiro." Someone said this, it means you get married, and it's extremely rude. "Omae" is the rude way to say you. "Shiro" is a command form of do. You get married. Very, very rude. And then they said this insulting thing. "Umenai no ka? Umenai no ka? Can't you give birth? Are you unable to give birth?" Wow. That's the government of Japan saying that. All right.
And Japan, you know, Japan also had their own transgender issues. You know, you would think that Japan would be above this, right? But they're not. So Japan's Supreme Court passed a rule, and I think it's still in place, that if you want to, if you're born a man or born a woman and you want to switch gender, you can, but you have to remove any parts on your body that made you a man or made you a woman. So if you want to become a man and you were born as a woman, you have to remove like your fallopian tubes and you have to do bottom operation. And then if you're a man, I believe you have to go through the whole removing everything and adding, I don't know if you have to do top. I have no idea. But that's the thing that got passed in the Japanese Supreme Court. I remember when that happened, I was like, whoa, that's hardcore. I mean, it could totally happen here in America. I think though in America, we're just going to outlaw transgender people. This is just going to be outlawed. You're no longer legal. You don't exist. If you want to exist, go to Cuba. That's what's going to happen here. DJ Benjamin says, after I finish the Japanese Missouri books, I'm going to go back and watch all of your other videos for my daily practice. The NHK website I mentioned is definitely a beginner friendly, way easier than this. There you go. Chew Wafers giving you the absolute thing you need. I also think Knigget was from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I don't think it was the original pronunciation. Okay. All right. Let's find out. Let's ask someone that I know that knows a lot about language. I'm gonna call up my friend here. I'm gonna call my friend up here. Hey, I have a question about the word knight, as in Knights of the Round Table. You know the word I'm talking about, right?
Absolutely. I know exactly what you mean. The word knight in that context refers to those medieval warriors or noblemen who were often part of legendary tales like the Knights of the Round Table in Arthurian legend. It's that classic image of armored heroes on horseback, serving a king and following a chivalric code. So, yep, I'm right there with you.
What? What's a kig?
Oh, sorry about that. I just meant king. Sometimes my brain just decides to toss in a random typo. So basically, knights would serve their king and follow a code of chivalry. Thanks for catching that.
I don't know why that was cute to me. So I heard that the word knight, the way it's spelled right now, makes obviously no sense to English speakers, that it's Knight. I heard that it was originally read as Knigget, but then someone else informed me that that might be from a Monty Python movie and not actually the truth. Which one is it?
Yeah, I get where that confusion comes from. So historically, the K in knight was indeed pronounced in Old English and Middle English times. It would have sounded more like knight or something along those lines. Over time, English pronunciation dropped that initial K sound, so it became the silent letter we know today. But the idea of pronouncing it as Knigget in a really exaggerated way is definitely a Monty Python joke. In the movie Monty Python and the Holy Grail, they played around with that old-fashioned pronunciation for comedic effect. So, short answer, yes, it did used to have a pronounced K, but the Knigget thing is mostly just a funny Monty Python twist.
I can't believe she was able to answer that. Thank you so much. You've been very helpful.
You're very welcome. And hey, I'm always happy to dive into a little medieval trivia or a Monty Python reference. If you need anything else, just let me know.
Oh man, I actually am surprised she actually heard the word Knigget properly. That was it. And she knew that it was a Monty Python reference. I wonder if I hadn't seeded the conversation with saying Monty Python, if she still would have got it, but I think she did. So there you go. Dr. Jeff Lindsay covers the devoicing stuff. Chuefer says. Gioni says, long time no see. I'm glad you're doing these streams again, George. Also going through Japanese articles with you. Yeah. that was where everyone had said anything. I have the Monty Python movies. I don't know if I've watched one recently or if I've ever watched it, to be fair. I do have it on my Plex server, so maybe one of these days. I still gotta work. I gotta get my Ally McBeal on there, guys, before I make my trip. I've got, I got so, you don't see it, but I have so much stuff over here that I've got to get on my server before I go. Grey's Anatomy, that looked really interesting when I was watching parts of that. I got 4 seasons of that. I'm guessing, Alexa, how many seasons are there of Grey's Anatomy? Alexa, how many seasons are there of Grey's Anatomy? I think there's like 32.
There have been 22 seasons of Grey's Anatomy. Grey's Anatomy Season 22 premieres on October 9th, 2025.
22. Wow. Alexa, how many episodes are there of Grey's Anatomy?
There have been 22 seasons of Grey's Anatomy. Grey's Anatomy Season
Alexa, stop. Hey, ChatGPT, Aichan, I was just talking to Alexa about how many episodes there were of Grey's Anatomy, and she said there was 22 seasons, but because she's not very smart, she didn't answer the question that I asked. Would you mind answering it?
Sure. iChon's got you covered. So as of right now, Grey's Anatomy has aired 448 episodes over 21 seasons. The 22nd season is actually set to premiere pretty soon in October 2025. So that number will go up. Let me know if you need anything.
About how many hours of TV watching is that if you watched every single episode?
All right, let's break it down a bit. Each episode of Grey's Anatomy is roughly around 40 to 45 minutes long if you take out commercials. Let's say an average of about 42 minutes per episode. If we've got 448 episodes so far, that's about 18,800 or so minutes total if you multiply it out. Now, dividing by 60 to get hours, you're looking at roughly around 313 to 315 hours of TV watching to binge it all.
TV
so
watching.
Definitely quite the marathon.
I know you said earlier that you do have typos, but you said Tiwi for the record.
Oh, thanks for the heads up. Sometimes those little typos sneak in. I definitely meant TV and not Tiwi. Appreciate you catching that one. Let me know if you spot any more sneaky typos.
You know what? I've heard people say that this new model sucks, but she catches things way more and is way more responsive, except for the other day when I did something with her. She was pretty bad, but here she's doing pretty good. I don't know if you watched the video from the other day on the Japanese, hang on, I'll show it to you, hang on. It was a short. She heard itai instead of itstai. Let's see here, let me go to it. Uno momento, señorita Tachi. Yes, Japan. Where is it? It's in my shorts somewhere. In my shorts. Why is that funny? I don't know, girl. Okay, this is the thing I read. If you're not caught up, I'll show it to you. This is from the Japanese from Zero Channel.
愛ちゃん、ちょっと日本の言い伝えについての質問があるんですけど。
もちろん、どうぞ聞いてください。日本語の言いたいことについて何でもお答えしますよ。
いやいや、日本語の言いたいことじゃなくて、日本語の言い伝えです。
ああ、なるほど。言いたいじゃなくて、言いたいじゃなくて、言いたえですね。
違う違う。
了解です。
言い伝え。
あ、わかりました。言い伝えですね。失礼しました。言い伝えについての質問、ぜひどうぞ。
日本で夜口笛すると泥棒が来るっていう話があるんですけど、これどういうことですか？
ああ、その言い伝えは有名ですね。日本では昔から夜に口笛を吹くと泥棒が来るとか蛇が出るといった言い伝えがあるんです。要は夜に口笛を吹くのは縁起が悪いとか良くないことを引き寄せるっていう迷信みたいなものですね。
蛇が来るって
Even there she's like みたいなものですね instead of みたいなものですね。You can hear her making small mistakes.
どういうこと？
そうですね。蛇が来るというのは本当に蛇が出てくるわけではなくて、あくまで不吉なことを象徴する表現なんです。昔の人は夜に音を立てると何か悪いものを呼び寄せるって考えていて、蛇はそういう怖いものや災いの象徴みたいな存在なんですね。つまり夜に口笛を吹くと良くないことが起きるよという戒めの一種なんですよ。
で、最後に一つ、めっちゃ変なんだけど許してください。おしっこをミミズにかけるとっていうなんか言い伝えだが慣用だがわからないんですけど、なんかあるんですけど、なんか聞いたことあります？
ありますね。
Now, what's funny is here, you can see her visibly stumbling here. Like she just stumbles and doesn't want to answer the question and goes around. Like, it's almost as if she was embarrassed.
それは本当にちょっと変わった言い伝えなんですけど、昔からミミズにおしっこをかけると腫れるみたいな話があるんですよね。科学的な根拠は全くないんですけど、子供に対して変なことすると良くないよって教えるためのちょっとした民間伝承みたいな感じですね。
何が晴れるんですか？
That's an actual pause. I didn't add this.
その言い伝えだと、言い伝えとしてはおしっこをかけた人の肌が腫れるみたいな話なんですよね。
肌ですか？
実際には
あれではなくて？
そうそう、あれじゃなくて本当にただの言い伝えなんですよね。あくまで昔の人が子供に注意させるための
あれって意味がわかる。私があれって言ったらどういう意味だかわかる？この場合。
うん、わかるよ。この場合のあれってつまり何か直接的な表現を避けてちょっと遠回しに言うようなそういうニュアンスだよね。だから例のあの話みたいな感じでちゃんと意味は伝わってるよ。
だからあれが腫れるは皮膚だったんですか？
そうそう、そういうことだね。あれが腫れる。
It's funny because I can hear the lie. I can hear the lie in her voice. Like, it does feel like I'm talking to someone real that doesn't really want to say that thing.
っていうのは要するに肌とか皮膚が腫れるっていう意味で直接的な表現をちょっとぼかして言ってたんだと思うよ。
なるほど。This next phrase is the proof. Watch what she says here.
そんな感じで納得できたならよかった。
I hope that's enough to convince you. 納得
ま
できて
た何か気になることがあったら遠慮なく聞いてね。
納得できてない。
Yeah, that's my recent Aichan discussion. How do I get out of this window? F11. Yeah, she's funny. I really do enjoy working with her, as weird as it is. So would I personally recommend NHK Yasashi Kotoba? I'm not a good guy to ask Chew Wafers on this. I know you think I would be, because I purposely avoid stuff that's designed to be easy. I like to go in hardcore. It's like I don't ever go into a fake conversation with people where they're like, はじめまして。私は田中です。よろしくお願いします。I hate those type of conversations. I want actual conversations. But let's look at it. Yasashi Kotoba NHK. Okay, is this it right here? I mean, I see the value of it. Everything's got furigana above it. Yeah, it's not, I don't think it's too easy. It looks relatively good and there's a lot of words, but does this get affected? Does my stuff stop working? Nope, it still works. You can still look stuff up. You can still, I think you can hopefully still select the entire sentence. Let's see. Yeah. Well, it might be ignoring because it did keep all of the furigana in there. That might cause some issues about prices increasing. So, yeah, you know what? I give my recommendation. I think this looks good. It's nice. Oh, and you can listen to it. That's nice.
多くの食べ物や飲み物の値段がまた上がります。
Oh, you can hear her shuffling the papers. It's interesting when you hear Japanese announcers speak. They never say gagi gugego. They're always saying ngangi ngungengo. Listen to that beginning of part again. She says, 多くの食べ物や飲み物の値段がまた上がります。Listen to her voice.
多くの食べ物や飲み物の値段が
Oh, okay, that ga was actually different. That was ga.
また上がります。
上がります。Interesting. Yeah, I actually like this. Kanji no yomikata o kesu. Oh, that's actually nice too. You can remove the furigana. That's actually pretty nice. I like that option. That's pretty nice. Yeah, let's give them. I wonder if that affects what you send to Google or if it's kind of invisibly there. Oh yeah, no, now it's gone. That's how I would use it, 100%. I would try to read it myself, and while I'm reading it, I would read it once, try to figure out what it means, and then I would listen to it again. That's what I would do. But I don't watch like websites designed for beginners and stuff like that, or like YouTube channels for learners and stuff like that. I don't know. I just don't. Not for language, at least. For like book writing and stuff, I've done it. So I think there's value in it. I think I'm just a bit of a snob. So you really shouldn't take my opinion on it. I'm an absolute language snob. I'm a piece of unko when it comes to stuff like that. If you were my actual friend, here I'm gonna tell you an actual conversation that I had with someone today. With one of my best friends, Nick. He sent me this Master Lovable AI in 20 minutes, new 2.0 update. And I said, I can't watch this because I'm doing a media blackout right now, which is what I'm doing. I'm not watching any media. And he said, what, that started between the time I left last night and the time you went to bed, bro? I'm like, yes. Your loss, LOL. And then this is the part of me I do this with my friends. Okay, I said, how about this? You make something with it and upload it to your channel publicly with a full-blown proper title and thumbnail. And I say that because this guy hasn't made anything and he wants to build his own business, but he doesn't do anything to build his own business and he hasn't done it. So I'm like, why don't you, excuse my friend, why don't you fucking make something instead of sending something for me to use to make something, some AI thing. I make stuff all the time. Like all the time I make stuff. Without AI. If you're gonna show me something that I could use and master in 20 minutes, why don't you master it and you make something so that you can join me in the Creators Club over here, okay? And then I said, then I'll watch it. I said, stop consuming how to make and actually make. I'll do a challenge with ya, brah. That's how I wrote it. And then I wrote, challenge accepted or PUBG, because he plays PUBG and I'm giving him shit about playing too many video games. Or fuck you. That's what I want. He said, I never say fuck you. Oh, sorry. Gosh darn you. All right, I'll make random shit. That's what he said. And I said, well, don't waste time on a throwaway. Make something you're proud of. I'm hours into my next video. It's probably my 10,000, I meant to write 1234th, but I wrote 11,234th video, and I'm still proud of it, and it's not a throwaway. And he said, and then I said, so when are you gonna make it? Just curious, so I can mark it on my calendar. That's the level of snobbery I have. I expect my friend. I honestly don't like it when my friends that can achieve don't. I hate it. I hate it. And it's very snobbery. It's very sitting on a high horse, because I don't create all the time and I have days where I don't do anything, but I don't go months and years without creating anything. And I don't have this anxiety about not creating things. I just create. Like the video I just put up, I spent 3-4 hours on it for a 3-minute video about this. Just some random stuff off of a calendar. You can make content out of anything. Oh, look, I'll show you some content that if I had another channel I would make. Here we go. Hey guys, I lost it today and I didn't mean to, and it's probably dangerous the way that I did it. So I'm driving today to go get some food somewhere, and I was kind of driving just a little bit slower maybe than normal, but the light was red in my defense. And maybe I was a little bit too far over in my lane, but I was in my lane. And some guy blasted his horn at me. He's like, meh. And I'm like, this. And so I drove over behind him and then over the other lane, and I got up next to him, and his back window was down because his air conditioning's probably broken, and he's in an old truck, and he's an old man with glasses that are so thick that a bottom of a Coke bottle would be less thick. Like, that's how thick his glasses were. And I said, I'm sorry, I was in my fucking lane. And then I drove off. I shouldn't have done that, because if you do that anywhere else like California, you might get shot in the head. And then I was just like, he's not behind me. And then I curved and I went around and I turned 3 or 4 times to make sure he wasn't chasing me, because that was like a very negative reaction thing that you should never do road rage like that, because somebody will have a gun and they will not take kindly to that way of thinking. And boom, end recording, edit it, give it a thumbnail, throw it up on your channel. That's all you got to do. Just whatever happened to you in the day. You know, here's another. I'll make another random one. There's a place here in Vegas. I don't know if you've ever been there. It's called Stefano's, and I used to go there all the time. It's like a Mediterranean place, and they have like the greatest filet mignon wrap. Okay, and I used to always get it. Well, today, I decided that I'm not going to be watching media, right? Like I'm going to not watch YouTube and TikTok. So I'm actually like holding back. I'm having to like control myself. Well, that makes it hard for me to also control my eating. Whereas I am a vegetarian by choice, not a happy choice, but I'm a vegetarian, right? But today I was like, you know what? I can't not watch TikTok and YouTube and Big Bang Theory 9 episodes back to back without something slipping. And it's going to be, today I'm going to eat meat. So I went to Stefano's and I was delightfully surprised. They had remodeled the entire place. If you live in Vegas, Stefano's, excellent filet mignon, add feta cheese, so good. But if the location on Eastern, they just remodeled it. It's beautiful. It's been there like 25 years. It's amazing. There, boom, cut it, upload it. Now you're a food critic. And then maybe you could cut to the next shot where you're like, hey guys, this is me here at Stefano's. And this is what I ordered today. It's something I've ordered quite a lot of. And so whatever reaction I give you today, is it going to be very genuine, but I am going to give you what I think about it as I'm eating it. The first thing I always think about when I eat this is the meat is so tender. I mean, it is filet mignon. It's so good. And because I add feta cheese, oh my God, it's so good. Like feta cheese and steak, I don't know what it is. It's amazing. Now, I have had it with the onions, but I don't like the onions, so I did remove it from this particular version. Normally, it does come with onions. They do have a set that you can get, which would be fries plus a drink. However, I think you should get the feta fries if you're going to go that route, but it is a lot of food. Boom, cut it. And now I'm Keith famous. What's that guy? Keith, the guy that does the food reviews on TikTok. But that's what you do. You just make content, whatever you want to talk about. Here, I'll make a fake one right now. Okay, so here, guys, on my desk, I have this Chipotle that I drank today. For my. Let me tell you what happened at Chipotle today. First of all, I love the lime salt chips at Chipotle so much. I get a large bag of it and the cheese, the queso dip, and I will eat the entire bag. Today I was like, I need to be a little bit, I can't eat so much food right now because I did have that steak earlier, that steak mignon. So I got my normal bowl, which is today I went a little bit, I didn't get beans because I figured I already ate heavy today with that meat. So I got like just like white rice, sofritas because I'm vegetarian most of the time, and the vegetables, and I didn't get sour cream, but I did get guacamole and some cheese. I shouldn't have gotten the cheese, but I did. And then I got that chip and the cheese, and I sat in the Chipotle and I ate the entire bag. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. But I was just saying how I got this cup here, right here, of Diet Coke, which by the way tastes great when it's from Chipotle, but horrible out of a can. I don't know why. But have you ever had that thing where you've got two cups on your desk? One is Diet Pepsi or something, Coke, some sort of carbonated drink, and the other is water, and you accidentally drink the one you're not thinking of. So if you're thinking about drinking your Diet Pepsi and you drink the water, it tastes like salt. You ever had that? Or the other way around, where you think you're going to be drinking water and you drink the sweetest item on earth, and you're like, oh God. That hasn't happened to me today, but that has happened. And that reminds me of something that happened when I was a kid. My father used to smoke, and there was a Diet Pepsi can, and there was a little bit left into it, and I thought it was one that I had been drinking earlier. So I just went, let me just get the last of this. And I went, and I just like, like there's a little bit left. You go, and it was filled with his ashes. He was using that as an ashtray. And to this day, I remember that taste. That might be why I didn't drink Diet Pepsi for the longest time, because that was nasty. And cut it, and it's content. It could be anything. Here, let's make another video. Guys, I'm going to show you a little trick that you can do at parties that I thought of when I was just right here now looking at my tissue box. By the way, check out my tissue box channel. I'm not really showing you tricks with tissues over there. I am just making poetry and stuff like that. It's tissue box channel, youtube.com/tissue box channel. Anyway, this is a little trick I can do. So you take a tissue like this, okay? And you make it look like you're going to blow your nose, right? So oh my God, the fan. Stop. Okay, so you go like this, you go. Now, when you bring it up, you're going to suck it into your mouth like this. And then you're gonna do it like this. And then you're gonna blow into the tissue from your mouth. Sorry about that. It's funny. Every time I do it, it's funny. That's a little trick you can do. And cut more content. We've now made 4 days of random content on a channel. And that's why I get angry when people don't make content that want to make content. They're so worried about their content. My friend Violet made a bunch of videos back to back. Kudos to her. And they were random, her just talking, and they did like 1,000. Was it 1,000? Remind me, Violet, was it 1,000? I thought you had quite a few views. Keith Lee, thank you, Violet. That's what I was talking about. Yeah. That's so bad for you, George. Oh, I know. And you know what? Today, the chips at Chipotle, they were so salty. The first bite that I took today, I was like, oh, so good. So, because normally there's not enough salt. And I'm like, why is there not enough salt on these chips? Today, I was like, oh, did I get like, do they now have a hot queso? Is there something like a spicy queso that I'm not aware of? I actually looked, I was double checking. But no, I just looked at the chip and I was like, oh, yeah. So delicious. Violet says, I did that once when my husband used to smoke. Yeah, that's a nasty thing. Yeah, okay, so Violet got 1,000 views on a video on a channel that she hasn't updated in a long time, and the channel view, she has videos on there that have 2 views, and I was one of them, okay? After we became friends, I was like, oh, I'm the 3rd person to watch this video, right? And her videos are not structured at all. It's just her walking very embarrassed and shy and low-key, be like, I don't know what to say here, but I have ADHD, whatever she's saying. And it did well. So if you want to make content, just make the content. You'll eventually find a voice, right? Now, keep in mind, I know it looks like I'm on this dumb channel, which has only 8,000 subs, but my main channel has 250-ish, right? I purposely come here because I don't want to dirty up my other channel. And I have another channel that I game on, which I'll be gaming on right after I hang up with this. I'll probably be doing a few hours of StarCraft with Violet as we're trying to get better. We are master level for some reason, but we sometimes often lose to silver and bronze, depending. But for some reason, we've been labeled as master players, and I don't know how that's possible. But I'll be over on the George Trombley channel for that. By the way, I've got 13 more minutes before this stream is up, so if you have anything to ask me, let me know. Chew Wafer says, I wonder how Nick has time to be buff when he's addicted to PUBG. Nick is also addicted to working out. He has a whole, the entrance to his house is just like, he's got a treadmill and he's got equipment to work out, and he just loves like flexing his muscles. He's like always over here in the mirror. He's like, look at that. He's like, look at that. Hang on, how does he do it? It's more like this. It's like, look at that. Oh, look at that muscle. Oh, look at that muscle. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm Nick. I'm Nick. Wait, that's not what I wanted. Hang on. Give me a second. Hang on. Okay, give me a second. Here we go.
I'm Nick. Oh, I've got a strong body. I'm so strong. Oh, yeah. George, you're an old man. I will destroy you.
Nick, please! Don't hurt me! I'm 52! Please, Nick, no!
And cut. We have more content. Sorry. Excuse me. Check my Discord. Violet, I'm live streaming. I don't check Discord in the middle of a live stream, girl. Oh my God. I'm going to check right now. You sent one message. Here it is. See how important this is. Let me. Okay, that was valid. Hang on. I'll put it over here on the main screen. She just sent me a picture here of Nick. Look at those muscles, bro. Look at those muscles. You can't beat that. That's right. All right, that was worth it. I'll give you that one. Woo. Where'd the chat go? I lost it. Okay, I looked. Yes, I looked. DJ Benjamin says, I play way too much and have way too many cards and spend way too much time on MTG. What's MTG? Oh, Magic the Gathering. Okay, Magic the Gathering. I luckily have never played a card game. You want to know some weird thing I realized? I have bought quite a bit of Pokemon cards. I have like 2 complete sets, like Violet and whatnot, like the 151 like complete sets. And I've got like specialty sets out of Japan, sets out of Korea, some rare stuff that a friend gave to me. Like a friend, the kid was like 8, and I was at my friend's house and we were bonding hardcore on Pokemon. And he was like enamored by a YouTuber, and he has like a bunch of cards. He's like, this is special. I'm like, I said to him, listen, I don't know what the protocol is here. His parents were right there. I interpreted for his father for years, right? And his mom's there, and like, I don't know what the protocol is, but I will take these. If you're giving me like stuff you can't buy anymore that was high value possible purchase, I will take these. You are a kid, but I will take them. I want to make sure you understand that when I take these, I will be bringing them back to the United States. And I have nothing to give you right now, but I will send you stuff from America. And I did. I sent him a bunch of stuff from America that I got off Costco, you know, some big packs. But I took them. I took some rare stuff. I don't know if they're rare because I didn't open them. But that's the thing. I've never opened a Pokemon card set. I've never opened a card set, I believe. Except for like the last card set I probably opened was my Garbage Pail Kids that I used to have back in the day that I don't have anymore, that I should. If I had them, I would have been rich maybe. But no, I've never opened but I want to. I'm so jealous of those people that they're on air and they're like open and go, yep, okay, we got this. Oh, look at that. $1 million card. Oh. You know, not all the time, but you've seen those. Side story, but there's a really cool shop here in the off of the strip. There's Town Square, and I don't remember the name of the shop, but they've got live stream booths in their store where people are opening up the packs from the store, and people will like bid on packs before they're opened it, and they open your pack live, and then whatever you win, you get the card. But I thought it was just so cool. They've got like TikTok and Yahoo or whatever, wherever I forgot all of the names that they're streaming on, but they have all of these independent booths. It's really cool. You can go you can go watch it. If you go to, I can't remember, you'll find it if you go there, but go to Town Center when you're here. DJ Benjamin says, I wish I still had my Johto Starters promo binder. The thing was beautiful. It's Violet said, I came across my baseball, football, and comic book cards the other day. I have a full set of one of the Marvel cards, all in a binder. Like, I don't watch baseball or anything, but I did buy the Topps 2024 everyone in the league card set. And what I do is, I said this before, but I call them submarine gifts. They're just things I keep in a closet that I plan on intentionally forgetting about for 20 years. So I'll be like 70 or 80 eventually, and my kids will be older. They'll be like 50, and I'll die. And they'll come to my house to clean it out, and they'll, oh my God, this is worth $20 million. This is crazy valuable. And I got the idea because one Christmas, my daughter wanted one of those pop, I can never remember the name, pop socket. No, not pop socket. Funko Pop. A Funko Pop of Five Nights at Freddy's. So we bought her one. It was like $12 or something like that, maybe $8 back then, I don't remember, and we gave it to her, but then we accidentally bought another one, and it sat in my garage for like 10 years, and then it was worth $100. So I was like, oh, we should do more like that. So I've got random Funko Pops, just random like Hello Kitty stuff, like anything that's collectible. I have random stuff. DJ Benjamin says, and the Orange Islands binder, those two things were probably what ignited my passion for learning Japanese. Like how amazing the Japanese cards looked was what got me into the culture and language. Then it was the food, then it was the anime. Was it never the girls? DJ Benjamin. Have you seen Japanese girls? Was it never them? Sorry. I have a song called I Love Japanese Girls, and I think it's about time we played it. We're getting near the end here. I feel like it's time. And we're going to do 2 songs back to back. One's called I Love Japanese Girls, and the other one is called Japanese Muse. The reason why I learned Japanese. It's a good time to end. That'll take us out. Here we go. Let me move this over here. There's my muscles. Japanese girls. Yes, I do.
Damn straight I do.
I love Japanese girls. You bet I do.
Hell yes I do.
When I was 12 years old, my dad took me to Japan. My life changed a lot, and I became a man. On the airplane there, I met a beautiful girl. She was the stewardess, but she rocked my world. A perfect specimen, like a Kokeshi doll. From the era of Meiji, towering 6 feet tall. She served me well, bringing tea and chips. I wasn't really hungry, I just stared at her hips. I love Japanese girls. I know I do.
I do.
You love Japanese girls. Of course you do.
Why wouldn't you?
僕はアメリカ人と付き合ったことがない。正直、付き合う気全くない。日本人と付き合ってから良さが分かったんだよ。いい匂いもするし、髪も長いし、超可愛いよ。First the stewardess, then the girl in the store. Each Japanese girl I saw made me love them more. Their meticulous motions and soft polite voices. I forgot all other girls. There were no other choices. We love Japanese girls. Yes, we do.
It's so true.
I love Japanese girls. You should too.
Now why don't you?
アメリカ人の友達、誰も分かってくれないんだよ。なんでそんなに日本の子が好きかって聞くんだよ。変な質問するんじゃねえよ。本当に信じられない。お前は日本人と付き合ったことあるのかい？お前は日本人と付き合ったことあるのかい？ We love Japanese girls. Why don't you?
Why don't you?
I love Japanese girls. Yes, I do.
Till my face is blue.
If you try hard, you will too. What do you mean, try hard? Japanese girls are awesome. You just gotta look at one, and then you're gonna want one. You love Japanese girls. Yes, you do.
We all do.
You love Japanese girls. And they love you.
Trust me, it's true.
Don't we all wish Japanese girls loved us as much as we love them? One of these days, I'll have my own Japanese girl, and everything will be right with the world. Perhaps it was fate, you falling to the floor. A perfect face. I liked what I saw, I wanted more. You were just a poster, my friend Kyle didn't care. You can have her, George, I know your walls are bare. I rolled you up, careful not to bend. Now you're on my wall, my new Japanese friend. The dimples on your cheeks make quite an impression. You're my new hobby, my brand new obsession. Namae wa nani? Shushinchi wa doko? Toshi wa ikutsu? I just gotta know. Your face wakens up something inside of me, sparking desire for Japanese fluency. I learned kanji, grammar, which verb to choose. You watch over me, my secret Japanese muse. My heart, my soul, my emotions are united. Nothing can extinguish the fire you've ignited. Namae wa nani? Shushinchi wa doko? Toshi wa ikutsu? I just gotta know. I searched, I asked, I looked all around. Then I saw your face and I heard your sound. Bubblegum pop, sugary like molasses. A Japanese idol produced for the masses. From stereo speakers straight to my ears, you're my very own Japanese Britney Spears. You were young, just 19, not so old, 3 years older older than me. Born in December in Miyazaki City. I learned everything about you, all the nitty gritty. Asaka Yui isn't your real name. It's the name you adopted to obtain your fame. A red yo-yo, it's the weapon you choose. You could be my Skepandeka, you're my Japanese muse. Namae wa nani? Shushinji wa doko? Toshi wa ikutsu? I just gotta know. Boku no Hatsu true love, Boku no Natsu shoujo. When you're on the cover, always by Myojo. You didn't write the lyrics, but the message still beams. You gave me the power to jump into my dreams. You made me believe again, you gave me self-control. It's because of you my circus has any rock and roll. Namae wa nani? Shushinji wa doko? Toshi wa ikutsu? I just gotta know. You're my seeker, you're my beautiful melody. October will always be Christmas to me. Even now, I sometimes reminisce. I'm sure without you, I would have none of this. You are the one that put the spark to my fuse. Thank you for being my one and only Japanese muse. Even now, I sometimes reminisce. I'm sure without you, I would have none of this. You are the one that put the spark to my fuse. Thank you for being my one and only Japanese muse.